making it. So that's a subjective thing, and that means different things to different people. If the ultimate goal was just fame, all I've got to do is find Jack White and punch him in the face when TMZ is looking. I'll be famous immediately. And I've had that opportunity. But you don't do that. That's not what I want. I want to do comedy. Like, I don't have a day job. I sometimes do web development and video editing. I haven't worked for the last 11 months. I've done basically this full-time for the last 3 months. We're going to attempt to top the Guinness World Record title for the longest stand-up comedy show, multiple comedians, with about 120 comedians at this point. That's about 8 days, non-stop stand-up comedy, no breaks. It's the greatest, dumbest thing we've ever done. Hey, will somebody give me a mic check?
Test 1, test 2, test 1. Check, 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 check.
We are 9 minutes away.
This isn't on? Oh, shit. Did I fry this fucking thing? Hey, I need Ben.
He's not being his best self.
Well, I was redoing my power shit, and I used an old power strip, and it just blew. It just blew.
I knew something would happen. Things were going too well. I think that's his curse, is anytime we're about to do something, something always goes wrong.
We good, Chad?
We're good, thank you, sir. Hey, show's about to start. People, please sit down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chad Riden!
Hey, everybody, welcome to the East Room. It's the Broken Record Comedy Show. Independent witnesses, do you have your stopwatches ready? All right, well, the show has started, you guys. Bloop. Okay, we have started.
I think saying that, like, I didn't know I was pregnant is like saying you didn't know you were getting evicted. It's like, you know you ain't paid rent in 6 fucking months. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's give it up for 1989's 8th grade graduation photo background.
Me and my boyfriend always get checked for HIV because we don't trust each other.
You know who disrespects women? Women. That's who disrespects women. Y'all disrespect yourselves. That's why you walk around with your butt cheeks hanging out and blowing guys that wear scarves in the summertime. Tim Northern, he's a great comedian. And I was hanging out with him and he goes, you know, man, if you're gonna be a comedian, you gotta be a mechanic. Yeah. The van came into my life just because I wanted to start doing comedy. Like, if I go do a gig on the road, anywhere, I can go do open mics and barely lose any money. I lose gas money. So I guess in some ways it shows that I'm serious, but at the same time, it's a fucking minivan that I live in. Like, how serious of a guy am I?
So I think doo-wop is a fun type of music, unless you're Italian, and then it's a vaguely racist kind of music.
We have to do something to get noticed.
Is this a documentary called Underattended Comedy Shows?
What if I just fell asleep? And by fell asleep, I mean took all the lore tabs in my pocket and died.
My own father was physically and sexually abusive to me, and that's why I'm so funny. Thank you. Thanks, guys. It's totally worth it.
Everyone just wants to be recognized and wants it to be their job.
Oh my God, I do look like Fat Superman.
Feel like a real comedian. Yeah. I think it's like that shot for legitimacy we all crave so desperately.
You handle hangovers like a pussy, by the way.
Yeah, I threw that one in there, should've.
I'll just do this. That'd be crazy. You nerds playing? You mind if we play through? Shit, look at these nerds, man.
The voice gets them, but it's too many likes and pauses, not enough explaining.
Sometimes you get lucky.
I think I'm probably perceived as like someone who's like relatable, but like I do like characters. You know, I don't really do the jokes, you know. I do the impressions. I'm an impression guy. I do movie impressions specifically. I see dead guys. But I do other ones, you know. I do the space movies. I'm your fucking dad, Luke. May the space magic be all in you.
If getting Brian out of World War II is what I gotta do, I fucking do.
I don't make money from comedy. I'm paying my rent with like working at restaurants and stuff like that. Just trying to figure out how to make it work. Because there comes a point where like you've been doing something for so long, it's almost like if you don't try to make a stab at doing it professionally, then you're like wasting your time.
This is already a great show. They say everything happens for a reason, but sometimes that reason is because Daddy drinks. That was a good one. We'll edit in laughter and post. I've called myself a Lettermaniac. Huge Letterman fan. He's the whole reason I do comedy. This is from 1991. Mike Myers, Run DMC. Steve Guttenberg, boom. At some point I started taping every episode. So that's VHS. So I've got boxes and boxes of VHS tapes. I got tickets all the time. The first time I was able to go to the show was 95. And this is how obsessed I was. I knew Dave's daily schedule. And we went out, we walked down the corner down 53rd Street, and there he was. And he's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, Chad Riden." And then he just looked up at me and just stared me down. And for a good pause. And I was like, I know. I'm sorry for sending stuff to your house and to the show. I was like, I'll stop. Should I stop? I'll stop. You know, my main goal was to do a set on Letterman, and I never did that. I auditioned in 2007. I did well. I didn't follow through. That's me. I don't always follow through with what I do, and I screwed that up. I should have stayed on top of that. And then when he announced his retirement, it's like, okay, Letterman's leaving, and you're not gonna do a set on his show. What are you gonna do? We were on Channel 5 talking about this show, and Lucy had the balls to say, "It's gonna stink really bad." I'm like, we're trying to sell tickets, you stupid idiot. Why are you telling people it's gonna stink bad? And then I'm scrambling to cover. We're gonna bring in an air purifier and candles. Shut up. What is
Hey, next year, can we do this show where you just do stand-up the whole time, but also someone is dribbling a basketball? And like, let's get another let's get like some jugglers or whatever. Let's see how many different records you can set during this show.
As far as Guinness is concerned, there's specific rules as to who we can allow on the show and how often they can perform. There has to be 10 people in the room at all times. We have to videotape every single second of the show. Comics have to do at least 15 minutes every single time they're on stage, not a second less. And then once you come off stage, you can't go back up there for another 4 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Ben Kronberg. So last night, Ben Kronberg was there, and a lot of people were in the house.
I think breaking up with a girl is kind of like giving your shirt to a thrift store. It's like if I give my shirt to a thrift store, I don't want to see my buddy wearing it a week later.
I had a couple beers, and I was a little sleepy too, and I didn't even look to see when was the last time he was on stage. I didn't even check. It turns out that I put him up 9 minutes before he was eligible to go back on stage. Guinness requires you have to be off stage for 4 hours before you can come back up. So I missed that window by 9 minutes. It was my fault. Like, it was easily preventable. I feel awful. I feel like I've let everybody down. I know that I've let everybody down. So right here is where the show would have ended originally, and what we've done is add since then. So this will be a 10-day long comedy show, and we will actually get credit for 8 days of it.
Who's cripplingly depressed, guys? Give it up.
I know it's frustrating. Nobody's more frustrated than all of you people. I'm a little frustrated. I still have this burden of, I know people are upset. I know that people feel like they wasted 2 days, and I hate that.
I feel like after we fucked up and had to restart, we should have turned the name of the show into the Broken Spirit Comedy Show.
All I know is we're supposed to be here until next Wednesday now. I have no idea where we're at as far as the time is considered. Well, we got another week of this shit. Oh no, man. This is gonna be a trip, because this is about like 10 days now. Essentially 10 days of this show. Because we didn't stop. It's not like we stopped. We reset the clock. That's all that happened. Nobody stopped.
The main problem is losing momentum in the show. If the magic of that goes away, then why are we doing anything?
All right, up next, I love this guy, you will too. Give it up for Josh Wagner.
Church camp is a very weird thing because when you pull in, they just drive you past all this fun shit. They're just like, hey, you guys want to go on the high ropes course? Yeah, you guys want to play mini golf? All right, cool, but first you got to come face to face with your mortality real quick. Just real quick, oh, why are you crying? Why are you, because you're 7 and I told you hell was real? Is that why you're crying?
There is a thing when you are doing comedy to 10 people that are very tired and you aren't getting laughs and you can't expect to. Like, it is kind of a crash course, I think, for bad shows, for crowd work, for finding anything that works.
That's fair. That happens a lot in my sets.
Now we feel bad. Thank you so much.
Don't feel bad. Just know that you're breaking my heart with every step you take.
There are times at 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning when no one's there and you really can see your friends just talk. Like their pure ideas come out, and it's fun. It really is fun.
My true dream is to remake all of Tyler Perry's movies with all-white casts. Because I think it's our turn.
Then the Lord said to Boos! That's the end of the story, guys. He said Boos really loudly. I've been told by a lot of people to rewrite that ending and make it funny.
It's gotten to that point. People are just like, they're running out of stuff to talk about. You can only tell so many jokes to the same people over and over again.
Nashville's a fun place. Remember when I started last night like this?
It's rough, man.
I'm really tired, and you people look really tired, and this looks like it's gonna suck.
So I think we've lost a few soldiers. Now it's just the last of the Mohicans, I guess, right?
Pour some sugar on me.
It's my senior photo.
Well, we found out we had to extend the show by 2 days, and we had to come up with some solution because I have a show here on Monday that's a rock show.
That looks pretty level. I think you guys are killing it.
So due to that, we're building a stage, and we're gonna drag some electrical cords out here and put the comedians out here, probably for about 5-6 hours.
No comics are helping out. Look at what's happening here. The two guys that run this place are doing all the work, and comics are standing around smoking cigarettes and drinking beers. That's what happens every time you get comics involved with anything.
Sunlight, though, that's pretty great. Poison oak over here. If I get too close to that, somebody just scream red alert, I'd appreciate it.
So let's see, what time is it, you guys? It's a little after 6:30. So we're about 163 hours in to as far as Guinness is concerned, and about 205 hours in to the show total. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo. We said it was the longest comedy show. We didn't say it was the funniest. Man. It was a lot of fun. This is also a little hard.
Chad he's like the shell of a human being at this point.
There's no more novelty, you know. This is a job now.
Yeah.
This is work. You know, it's effort and people staying when they don't want to and not being able to pee because they don't have enough people. It's work, man.
Why are you still here?
I don't know.
Oh, man. No, I think we're all winners, but I also think we're all delusional for doing this.
Who am I? Who are any of us, you guys? I mean, what is life, you know what I mean? I know I've been pacing back and forth for 9 days, and now it's like, I can't mess up now, can't slack. Not in the home stretch.
Count that there's 10 people.
Oh, less than 24 hours, and I'm very excited about that. I just realized that. Okay, the numbers finally clicked in my head. Oh, thank God.
I've had 8 hours of sleep since I woke up on Saturday.
Yeah.
So like 8 of the last 72 hours.
It's like looking at a mirror, a cracked mirror.
We had a guy come in yesterday morning at like 10 o'clock. I guess he used to do comedy. He used to be like a feature or something like that back in the day, but he quit.
I am the ghost of comedy future. Came back here to let you know you're all fucked. You guys have no idea what time you're wasting right now.
And he was just talking about how the show's dumb and we're wasting our time and that comedy's dead and everybody's dying.
I'm genuinely kind of concerned for you guys in a way.
And it was so this like somber thing. It was like, who the fuck are you to come in here on day 6 of our show and tell us that it's a waste of time? Like, we already know it's a waste of time. I'm like, thanks, you're not telling us anything we don't know. You know, I'm sorry things didn't work out for you, but you don't have to come shit on us.
I mean, if you asked me the old guidance counselor question, if you could be anywhere in the world doing anything, what would it be? I would say I would be at a comedy show. I want to do a comedy show.
You wouldn't do this unless mentally you're imbalanced somewheres. This is all I want. This is all I'm good at.
It's like a demonstration of like how committed everyone is to it and the release that people get from it and the real sense of like community.
Maybe I can quit doing comedy. I can never quit hanging out with comics. I don't think I could ever find a friend group or people that I want to be around as much as I have doing comedy.
Like getting to do comedy all week, this is what I want to do with my life. I don't want to spend a decade in a van, I know that. I would like to have it take me somewhere. I don't know. We'll be in it tonight, though.
What if your parents ran an Airbnb and all you did was give them shitty reviews on Yelp? I would love to do that. 1 out of 5 stars, too smothering.
I hope you guys have a wonderful life. See you never.
Thank you guys so much for coming out over 10 days. Jesus. Sorry we fucked up and made you suffer for 2 more days.
I think we just broke a goddamn world record. I don't know. I'm not good at math, so every time I say it, like I'm wrong. I believe we just broke it at 3:56. I think that was 184 hours and 17 minutes or whatever.
One guy with a dumb idea, it doesn't happen. But everybody working together, like you could do fucking anything.
It felt like a last-ditch effort that worked out splendidly.
Everybody worked so goddamn hard. Thank you.
I mean, I could never have conceived of something like that show or had the insane desire to follow through on it.
Chad definitely, more than anyone I know, loves comedy. And the people in the scene, he wants to see them grow. And I think it really makes him happy. I saw on his face it made him happy to see certain people take a new step towards that via a show he's running. And I think really that's why they keep doing it.
Like, he wants this so bad and he's so driven to do it. It's so great too to like, you know, see them, you know, like, we did it! Like, get all sweaty and drunk and in a stinky tux. And then like, you know, it's like, let me take my crown and like all this stuff and get to hold this piece of paper. You know, everyone has to go get hepatitis shots and stuff, and they have to, you know, throw bleach on everything. And he's like, well, my work is done. Then he goes and his car doesn't start.
It's got to be the starter, right? Yeah.
This is his life, you know? Like, he does these cool things and then has to deal with the daily minutia of it's what most of comedy is. It's this transcendent thing, and then you gotta go back to regular life.
I don't know, I guess it takes a certain amount of blind drive to do it. They're just driven to do it despite, like, logic or anything else. But that's how committed that guy is, man. He's real committed and inspiring in that way. Sometimes people need a kick in the ass like Chad Riden.
If somebody can beat this, fucking try. Go knock yourself out. If they do, I will double their record.
Did y'all notice whenever you walked in there, it just smelled like farts? Like, what does the space station smell like? Does it smell like farts? I don't know. I feel like this really is the closest we will be to the space station.
Shut up.
He's homeless, don't pay attention.